Well, I think we have some spoiled agents on now, and I think we're going to get started. What do you think, Leanne?
Sure, let's get started, Susan.
All right. Well, I'd like to officially welcome everybody today, whether it's over your lunch or your coffee, depending where you're situated. Again, we're across Canada here. We have very special guests today, of course, always, but today I think you know a spoiled agent friend of ours. We have Leanne, who's the account manager for Visit Florida. Welcome, Leanne.
Thank you, Susan. Welcome, everyone.
And Leanne, you brought some very special guests, as you always do, and we always learn so much from you guys. So who do you have with you today?
Thanks, Susan. I love to have my guests online with me, and especially because they are in destination. They're in Florida right now. Deborah Lee, who is the director of US, Canada, and Cruise Niche Travel Industry Sales. She's with the Greater Miami and Miami Beach Convention and Visitors Bureau. That's a mouthful, Deborah. Welcome.
It is a mouthful. GMCVB, we'll just say that for short.
There we go. You can say it so quickly. And we have Ibis. She is the executive director from Sunny Isles Beach Tourism and Marketing Council. Welcome, Ibis. Great to have
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for having me.
We're so happy to have this great lineup today. I know we're going to let Deborah go first because Deborah's actually on a FAM and she's taken time out of her day to join us. So Deborah's going to go first. And then if anyone has any questions for the Greater Miami area, just pop them into the Q&A. All questions actually go into the Q&A, not the chat. Over here on Facebook, if you're joining us, please add your email to the comments so we know you're there. And if you have any questions, we'll look at those as well. Because I know Leanne, as always, has a great prize that she's going to give away to one lucky spoiled agent. Leanne, what's that?
We are going to do the $100 gift card again, Susan. We truly, truly appreciate everyone joining us today to listen in to what's new and exciting in Florida. And we have some very special announcements this time too. So welcome to everyone. I will announce the winner. Susan will send me through everyone who is joining on Zoom. And then also she'll collect emails for anyone joining us on Facebook for the entire webinar. So you'll stay through right to the end after Ibis presents and I present. We'll do more questions. I'll announce the winner tomorrow. I'll contact you by email, and then I will do my usual follow-up email on Thursday with additional information, links, contact information for you.
Okay, great. Amazing. So we're going to let Deborah go first. I'm going to be right here popping in any information, how you can actually find Visit Florida on Spoiled Agent on the supplier page with contacts and agent rates and everything that you need to know that you're going to learn today. So don't forget, just go to spoiledagent.com and you're going to go to the tourist boards and then Visit Florida and you're going to see Leanne and all of her updates there. Okay. So thanks, ladies, again, and I'll meet you guys at the end. And don't forget, you have to stay on the question period in order to qualify for the grand prize today. All right, so I'm going to close my camera and I'll see you guys soon.
Okay. Oops. Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can see my screen. There we go, a little bit of a lag. Hello, everyone, and greetings from Greater Miami and Miami Beach. As Susan mentioned, my name is Deborah Lee, and I'm Director of Travel Industry Sales for the US, Canada, and the cruise niche here at the GMCVB. Wonderful having you with us this afternoon. I'm going to go through, sailing, talking about cruising, talking about a little bit of hotels. It's not going to be a complete and a presentation. Otherwise, we'd be here all day because there's so much to talk about in Greater Miami and Miami Beach. But I just want to give you some helpful tips that can certainly help you along as you're booking the destination, as you're seeking to get your clients into the warmth in the winter, as well as, year round, because of course we're a tropical destination year round. So hopefully you can see my screen and you're seeing the map of Miami's and where Miami covers. So, we refer to Greater Miami, Miami Beach, and essentially we're referring to Miami-Dade County. So it starts up, as far north as Aventura, just a little bit north of Aventura, and goes all the way down to Florida City. So there are 34 municipalities in between, and that's what we refer to as Greater Miami and Miami Beach. Of the 34 municipalities, there are about, I would say 13 to 14 of them that are really tourism driven. The rest of them are just, residential neighborhoods where folks live. So just to give you an idea, of the area, just to give you the feel for the area. Of course, when we're talking about cruising, our port is downtown. So the port is approximately 8 miles from Miami International Airport, just to give you an idea. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a few moments. So I always like to give this as a little tip hint for my travel advisors selling the destination. We have some free stuff here in Miami, right? Got to share it. Free stuff is good. So in case you're not aware, we have some free transportation, some free modes of transportation when you're in the destination that you can utilize, or you have your clients utilize when they're in destination. So that includes our trolleys, which is this right here at the top. It looks like a little rail car on wheels. It is air conditioned, just FYI. And the great thing about the trolley is it's scheduled service. So it has various stops along the way throughout Greater Miami and Miami Beach. Throughout Miami, the trolley looks like this one. It's orange and green. On Miami Beach, all up and down Miami Beach, the trolleys are blue to replicate, for the water, for the ocean. Okay. As I mentioned, scheduled service does go into the Port of Miami, which is very important. And again, it's air conditioned. So if you have a client, or even if you yourself are on a budget, strict budget, and you need some free transportation to get around Miami, think about the trolley. The URL is very long, so just Google Miami trolleys and you'll find the URL, you'll see where it stops, and you'll see what time it stops and where, okay? Second tip is that little monorail system that you might see around downtown Miami and Brickell. It's really called the Metro Mover. Looks like a little monorail system. It has 6 different routes that takes you in and around downtown Miami and Brickell, our financial district only. So again, if you're staying in that area, you have clients in that area, they're able to get around relatively easily on the Metro Mover, okay? And lastly, I'd like to mention Freebie. It is the little golf cart. In some areas, actually, it's a Tesla. It's an electric car in some neighborhoods, but in most, it looks like this little golf cart below, and it's usually wrapped or decorated. So it looks, really great. Of course, this is for typically in October. This is what it looks like for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Freebie, if you download the app, Ride Freebie, FREEBEE, then you can simply access the app and utilize the transportation that Freebie provides. Now, it is limited. It only operates within a 5-mile radius of where you're located. So for example, if you're in downtown Miami and you need to go to the Brightline station, for example, you can access Freebie and utilize that. They've expanded the service for downtown. So the map here on the right side on the side of the screen there, you can see where it from 7:30 in the morning until on the weekends, 11:30 in the evenings or 11:30 at night, you can utilize the services of Freebie. It goes to Brightline, it goes to the Kaseya Center where the Miami Heat play, where they have concerts, etc. So a great way of getting around. In addition to that, hopefully you all are aware of Brightline. Now, Brightline is not free, but it is a wonderful way of getting around not only South Florida, but Brightline now connects South Florida to Central Florida or Orlando, okay? Brightline is our high-speed rail, and we just celebrated the 1-year anniversary of service connecting South Florida to Central Florida. So we are 1 year in, and Brightline has been, updated. Hopefully, many of you have taken Brightline already, but it's certainly one of the best ways to get from, for example, if you've flown into Central Florida and you need to come down to Miami, great way to get down to Miami. In a little bit over 3 hours, you would be in Miami from Orlando, for example. All of the stations, with the exception of Orlando, are in the downtown area. So, just to give you an idea, there are currently 6 stations at the moment. So say, for example, we were leaving from Miami and going on the Brightline to Orlando. You would stop once you leave Miami, the first stop would be in Aventura, which is halfway between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Your third stop would be Fort Lauderdale. Then you would come across to Boca Raton, then West Palm Beach, and then ultimately end up in Orlando at the Orlando International Airport. So definitely the game changer for us here in Florida. We could not be happier with Brightline. The big news about Brightline is not only have we celebrated the 1-year anniversary of service to Central Florida, but Brightline is also now available in all GDS platforms. So a great way of booking it. It's now much easier to book the Brightline. More information on that can be found on their website, gobrightline.com. Okay, cruising. Of course, who doesn't want to sail from the cruise capital of the world, which is Port Miami? 7.3 million people sailed from Port Miami last year. That is a record. That is, we are so proud of what is happening and the return of cruising. Of course, we have the amazing state-of-the-art facilities at Port Miami. So sailing from Port Miami is such a breeze and such a comfortable way of sailing. You truly start that vacation off right with our cruise terminals. They are state-of-the-art. You know, as you come across the causeway onto Dodge Island, where Port Miami is located, the first thing you'll see is the Virgin Voyages Terminal, Terminal V. That will be located on the left when you cross over the causeway coming over. After that, last year, we had a couple of updates and upgrades over the last 2 years, actually. Carnival Cruise Line, which is the largest cruise provider from Port Miami, has increased their presence at Port Miami, and they've expanded their terminal. So that was really done also for the Carnival celebration when it came into operation in 2022. So we now have this beautiful facility that Carnival has. Then Norwegian's Pearl of Miami, that's the name of the terminal. Beautiful terminal that you'll see it very, well lit at night. Officially opened in October of 2022. And now what's under construction is MSC's Terminal AA and AAA. Doesn't have a name yet, but I'm sure they'll have some type of contest or something where you may be able to get involved. I don't know, we'll see. But it is referred to as Terminal AA and AAA. That is currently under construction. When it is completed towards the end of this year, it will be the largest cruise ship terminal in the world. It is massive, folks. We're talking about 3 football-sized football fields in terms of size. They're going to be able to berth 3 ships simultaneously and move approximately 30,000 passengers a day through that terminal. So going to see something, history, of course, only at Port Miami, and it's going to be a really amazing thing to see when it is completed. Of course, that terminal is under construction right now. When it's completed, it's going to be welcoming MSC's largest ship, the MSC World America. So lots of things happening at the Port of Miami, always a great time. And so, of course, it leads me to talking about some of the Port Miami hotels. If I had $1 for every time I was asked this question, I wouldn't be here with you this afternoon. I would probably be lounging on Miami Beach somewhere and living the life, right? But I'm here. So here to help you with some of the Port Miami hotels. So as I mentioned initially, our port is downtown, 8 miles from Miami International Airport. So easy access to, for those that want to stay close to the port. We have beautiful hotels, don't get me wrong. You can certainly do that. And these brands that I have here on the screen are all hotel partners of ours that are located within close proximity of the port. These are all the downtown Miami hotels. Our newest hotels downtown are the Gale Miami, as well as the Elzer. Both of these 2 hotels are condo style hotels. So that means that they have like 1, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom style accommodation, each with their own bathroom. As you can tell, they're both independent hotels, so they don't have a Hilton, Hyatt, or Marriott flag attached, but really awesome properties in which you can stay to, and very, very close proximity, again, to the port. As we move to Brickell, which is, again, our financial district, you're going to find a little bit more of the 4-star and higher properties there because it's our financial district. So our newest properties in Brickell would be the Dua Miami, which was the former SLS. Hotel. It's been rebranded to an autograph collection by Marriott. In addition to that, the Hotel AKA was also rebranded. That was the former Conrad Miami downtown, in Brickell. So those two properties are new because they, of course, have been rebranded. Another relatively new property is True by Hilton. That opened in 2021, late 2021, and it's in West Brickell. So just as you're leaving Brickell. But again, you do have, a lot of the 4 stars I mentioned, 5-star, W Miami East, the Four Seasons, of course, the Mandarin Oriental properties in Brickell because it is our financial district. Moving over to Miami Beach. So, a lot of people think, oh, but if I'm staying on the beach, it's not that close to the port. Well, no, not necessarily. There are certain properties on the beach that are within a 5-mile radius of the port. And so on the screen, I've included a couple of those properties that you may not be aware that they're within a 5-mile radius. So the first one is the Standard Spa, which is on Miami Beach. And just to give you an idea, the Standard is actually an adults only hotel, FYI, and that's located on Miami Beach. We also have the Mondrian, which you can see the port when you're on your balcony of your room at the Mondrian on South Beach. And 2 independent hotels, Urbanica. You may never have heard of them because the owners are from Argentina. So they're lovely properties on 5th Street. As soon as you cross over the MacArthur Causeway, you have the Urbanica Euclid, which is the smaller of the 2, and you have the Urbanica 5th. Again, you can stay on Miami Beach and still be at the port within 10 to 15 minutes, if you're staying at these properties. So I always like to give you, just some little tips with regards to that. In addition to that, Wynwood, our urban street art district, is also within close proximity to the port. So it's a little bit further west of downtown, but also very close. So again, start that vacation early. We have 3 properties that are in Wynwood, which, 5 years ago, we had no hotels in Wynwood. So this, again, is a new development for us. The first hotel that was built in Wynwood was the Arlo. And then we have an AC by Marriott hotel in Wynwood. And our newest hotel, this literally opened yesterday, folks. So you're getting the latest and greatest in terms of information here. The Moxie by Miami, our second Moxie property, opened just yesterday in Wynwood. I haven't even seen the property yet because they've tried to keep it under wraps. So I'm hoping to see that later this week. But our brand new property in Wynwood, it is absolutely fun. It's pet friendly. I can't recall exactly how many rooms they have, but stay tuned. You can always check our website for more up-to-date information where that's concerned. And then, before I also mentioned some adults only portion, I mentioned that the Standard Spa in Miami Beach was adults only. Well, we have 2 other adults only hotels in Miami Beach. We have the National Hotel, which is beachfront, and we have the Hotel Greystone, which is physically located about 2 blocks from the beach. So I thought I would mention that because I also get asked that a lot. And while we do not have all-inclusive hotels in Miami, we do have 3 adults only hotels. Okay. And we have a number of properties that are going to be opening up very, very soon. So we had the first 2, the Citizen M and Moxie, are both now open, which are fantastic. But we're going to be adding a number of properties in and around the destination, not just Miami Beach, but Brickell, downtown. So we're going to be adding the Thompson, the Collins Park Hotel, the Andaz, the first Andaz in the state of Florida. So we're excited about that one. Aman, which is going to be located beside the Faena Hotel, Rosewood, the former Raleigh Hotel, Treehouse, it's a new build in Brickell, Legacy, which is going to be in downtown Miami, in the Miami World Center, a new development in downtown Miami. Of course, we're adding a Virgin Hotels because we do have Virgin Voyages that sails from Miami. Bulgari, the first Bulgari in the United States, will be opening in Miami Beach in a couple of years. Baccarat, Waldorf Astoria, Auberge Shore Club, and the Grand Hyatt will be our what we call our headquarter hotel, or it will be attached to our convention center on Miami Beach. So lots of new development over the course of the next 2 to 3 years, most of those properties will be open in time for the big World Cup matches that we will be one of the host cities in 2026. So very, very proud of all the properties that we have in Miami. And, you know, recently we've attained some really important awards for our hotels. So we do have a lot of world-class hotels. The Michelin Guide has recently started ranking or rating hotels. Of course, we know them to be synonymous with restaurants. Well, now they're rating hotels. And we have 10 Michelin hotels in destination. So 2 keys mean an extraordinary experience. And those go to the Mayfair, the Setai Miami Beach, the Faena Miami Beach, and the Four Seasons Hotel at Surfside. And the 1 Michelin 1 keys include the Mandarin Oriental, Mr. C Miami in Coconut Grove, the 1 Hotel South Beach, Hotel Greystone, the Betsy Miami Beach, and the Esme Miami Beach. So, you know, definitely you are going to have those quality style products when you're looking to plan your Miami and Miami Beach vacation. And speaking of Michelin, we also do have the Michelin Guide as it relates to restaurants. So the Michelin Guide was introduced into the state of Florida in 2022. And I'm very pleased to say that this year, 14 of our restaurants were awarded Michelin stars, including L'Atelier de Joël Robuchon, the only 2-star Michelin 2-star restaurant in the state, and that's located in the Miami Design District. We also have 18 Bib Gourmand. If you're not familiar with the Michelin, how the Michelin Guide works, you have Michelin Star, which of course that's the ultimate. Then you have Michelin Bib Gourmand, which is also a very high recognition, but what that means is of Michelin star quality, but at an affordable price. And then of course we have Michelin recommended. So there are a number of restaurants too that may not have necessarily either not been awarded a star or Bib Gourmand, but have been recommended by Michelin. That means that they're under the microscope of Michelin, and that perhaps maybe in the future, they may either be given a Bib Gourmand or Michelin star. We just wrapped up Miami Spice. So I just want to mention that, even though it just finished yesterday. So Miami Spice is our restaurant month, by the way. It runs from August 1st through September 30 every year. So we've just wrapped that up. So when in destination or thinking or planning a trip to Miami, keep Miami Spice in mind, because it's something that we do every year. This year we had 250 restaurants participating, including 5 of those 14 Michelin star rated restaurants. So something to think about. As we're moving on, just want to give you some ideas of things to do. So when you're in destination, you know, you're always looking for, okay, I have a hotel. I know where I'm going to eat. Now, what am I going to do? Well, just a couple of recommendations of things to do in the area. Most of our attractions are located in the downtown area, so within close proximity, again, to the Port of Miami and to a number of our area hotels. Some of those that we recommend include the Frost Science Museum. It's a 3-for. It's a museum, planetarium, and aquarium. So you could literally spend the entire day there, you know, pre or post cruising. Of course, Zoo Miami, the Wynwood Walls. I talked about Wynwood earlier. That's our urban street art area. Also in Wynwood, we have the Museum of Graffiti, and we have the Paradox Experience. It's recently changed names. It used to be called the Paradox Museum. If you're going to be heading a little bit further south, then you can go check out the Everglades Alligator Farm, where you can go on an airboat ride. You can feed the gators. You can be at one with the gators. Or you could check out the Berry Farm, which is an actual working farm. Corn mazes, all of that stuff. They're getting ready for fall here. And believe it or not, fall for us means the temperature drops maybe 5 to 10 degrees. So instead of being 90, it's going to be 80. That's exciting for us, but it is fall. So we try to make it as fall as we can. We're going to have pumpkins and corn mazes and all that good stuff at the Berry Farm. So that's always a great place to check out and experience fall in Miami. In addition to that, we also have Vizcaya Museum and Gardens. And boy, that is such a breathtaking place. Every time I go there, I'm just in awe. I feel like I've been transplanted to Europe or somewhere, because the gardens are just so picturesque and it is such a gorgeous place. Of course, as far as thriller adventures, you know, that's definitely an adrenaline rush, being on the water and where the boats go in 180 degrees, and it's just a thrill ride from beginning to end. And then, of course, if you want something a little bit more subdued, then go and check out Superville Miami, which is our digital immersive art experience. But we have a brand new attraction that has been open a little less than a month, only a couple of weeks, and it's a museum of ice cream. Because as I mentioned, it's about 75 to 85 degrees year round. So why not have a museum of ice cream? Something that we can all get into, right? Who doesn't love ice cream? I just visited this museum 2 weeks ago. Absolutely love it. It's such a blast. I mean, the child in you certainly comes out, but it is really a lot of fun. As I mentioned, it's only been open a couple of weeks. So more info on that. I would recommend booking your spot in advance, especially on a weekend, because when we were there, oh my goodness, there were literally lines around the building. So tip on booking Museum of Ice Cream, book your slot. Otherwise, if you just show up, unfortunately, they won't be able to let you in, especially on a weekend. During the week, you should be fine, but also book in advance. And then, of course, you know, we always have several events happening in here in Miami. So upcoming, we have a couple of things. Next weekend, it's going to be Carnival. That's when the Caribbean diaspora descends on Miami. The Caribbean diaspora from all over, whether it's Trinidad, Jamaica, Antigua, Bahamas. Everybody's going to be in Miami next week as we celebrate the 40th anniversary of Miami Carnival. Very, very excited for all the Juve, the Panorama, everything that's going to be happening in and around the area. And then in a couple of days after that, we welcome Miss Taylor Swift, where she'll have 3 shows at the Hard Rock Stadium. Later on this month, we're going to be having the NASCAR race, so the playoffs for NASCAR, October 26th through 27th. And then this is something that I always like to talk about because people are always like, oh, country music in Miami. Yes, country music in Miami. We are a diverse destination. And we welcome the 2nd iteration of the Country Bay Music Festival. It takes place on the island of Key Biscayne at the Marine Stadium. So that's going to be November 9th and 10th, headlined by Zach Brown Band and Carrie Underwood. And then a couple of weeks later, actually a couple of days later, we welcome the 25th anniversary. We're going to be celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Latin Grammys. That's going to take place at the Casella Center on November 14th. Of course, Art Basel, or art fair that takes place every single year on Miami Beach, the first week of Miami Beach every year. This year's dates are December 6th through the 8th. Fantastic time of year to be in Miami. If you love art, if you appreciate art, just come to People Watch. It's an amazing time. I will say this, though, if you have booked your hotel already, oh, you're going to be probably staying a little bit further away because hotels do book out very, very early for that. So I have given you a lot of information in a really short space of time, and I hope I wasn't speaking too quickly because I just want to make sure that we have enough time for everyone to present. But you can find all of this information and more on our website. miamiandmiamibeach.com is our website. Look, I haven't even had time to update, but the September events, we have now in October. I can't believe it's October 1st, but check out our webcams. You can see exactly what I'm talking about with regards to the weather. We have webcams all over the destination. And so you can check out and see what's happening in destination. We also have our travel professionals page. That's where you're going to go on to find my contact information in case you misplace it. You can also order brochures, subscribe to our e-newsletter. We've revamped it and reintroduced it. So please, please, please go on and subscribe to our e-newsletter so you can constantly receive updates from us. And of course, that's where you can become a Greater Miami and Miami Beach travel specialist, where you will receive, once you've completed the specialist program, a certificate like this one. Then we'll even send you a seal so you can add to your Outlook signature line. Also keep up with us on social media. It's Visit Miami on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube, and the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau on LinkedIn. Here is my contact information. Please feel free to reach out at any time. You know, I am just happy to answer any questions that you have. Again, my email is usually the best way to reach me. And so that is it in a nutshell. That's all I have to share from you. At this point, I think we're going to be doing some Q&A.
Yes, we do
Okay.
have a few questions here for you and lots of comments that they love all the hotel options and what's coming and all the great attractions that you guys have. So Joy's asking, do you know the price point for the Museum of Ice Cream? Because we all want to go.
You all want to go. I believe, and don't quote me on this, but again, you can always check on the website to make sure, our website to make sure. I believe it starts at 29, if I'm not mistaken. And you do get to sample ice cream, right, guys? So it's not just about seeing, you get a lot of samples, FYI. So
Okay, secure your spot, guys, because
secure your spot, let me tell you.
Okay, and I think I know the answer to this. Joy wants to know, but what's the best time to visit? I know this is a year-round destination.
Anytime it's great to visit. But I know for the Canadians, it might be a little bit hot, right? So honestly, I mean, look, if you want to beat the humidity, the best time of year when we make everybody else jealous is certainly December through February, best time. That's when we're
Okay.
going to make everybody, but however, that's the most expensive time to visit, right? Because everybody wants to be here. And so we have very little availability and so on and so forth. But honestly, we are a year-round destination. You know, you can always visit anytime. Sometimes it's just a little bit more warmer than others.
And as Canadians, we love going to Florida for sure.
Yes.
And Joy says, are you able to highlight any activities for children? I know there's a lot.
I'm sorry,
Any highlights for kids' activities?
For kids, yes. I mean, certainly the Frost Science Museum. I highly recommend that because it's a museum, aquarium, and planetarium. So you get that 3-for-1 experience. In addition to that, there's also the Miami Children's Museum, which I did not mention. Thriller Miami is great for the kids. Of course, they do have to be a certain height. So, you know, that there is a height requirement for that. And Wynwood, you know, definitely, it's all ages. I think teens might appreciate Wynwood a little bit more because of all the murals, etc. But it's also a great place to, you know, for children to visit. We do have a water park at one of our hotels in the Aventura area at the JW Marriott Turnberry there. And if you are a guest of the hotel, you also have access to the water park as part of your as part of the rate information. So that's
I love all the free transportation options that you guys have. Like, it's amazing.
yes.
And Tanya's asking, are there any free transportation options for wheelchair accessible?
Well, actually, the trolleys are, you can get a wheelchair onto the trolley. And the same thing with of course, the monorail system as well. When you get to the monorail system, the Metromovo has wheelchair accessibility because you take the elevators up from the platform below up to the station and then just wheel on so definitely those two work. Freebie is a little bit more challenging, of course, because it is in a golf cart, so it's a little bit harder in terms of accessibility offering.
Okay. And Eileen's asking, can visitors take their luggage on the free transportation?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's one of the reasons why the trolley goes into the port, because you can take your luggage and remember it's air conditioned.
Oh, good. Well, you did a great job, Deborah. And we know you have to get back to your fam, and we really appreciate you taking time today to join us and
Thank
find a
you.
spot that's reliable. And you did a great job today.
Thank you so much. So love being with all of you. Hope to see you all in Miami very soon.
Sure, but don't go anywhere, guys. We still have 2 more coming up. Miss Leanne, I'm going to pass it over to you and Ibis, right?
That's right. Thanks, Deborah. It's my pleasure to introduce again Ibis, and she's going to share everything about her destination, Sunny Isles Beach, Miami.
Hi, good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. And I know after listening to Deborah Lee's presentation, you're exhausted with all the things that we have in Miami. So now I'm going to invite you to Sunny Isles Beach in Miami, which is the northern part of Miami. Leanne, you can switch. Leanne's helping me with my presentation. Okay, so Sunny Isles Beach is the northern part of Miami, but we're right on the water. And we're very close to Fort Lauderdale Airport. We're close to Miami International Airport. We're right in the middle of everything. So we're far and close to everything. Also, what you're looking at here is a pier, fishing pier. It's the only fishing pier in Miami-Dade County. And guess what, folks? You can actually go fishing, and if you catch something and you want to eat it, the restaurant will cook it for you, and you can have a fresh catch. So something to think about. It's great family event to do, and everybody has a good time. Leanne. So here's a map so that you can see where we're located. We are, as I said, north and not far from MIA. You see where that is. And we're also very close to Fort Lauderdale Airport and Port Everglades. So if you want a beach vacation pre and post cruising, please think about Sunny Isles Beach. We're 10 to 15 minutes away from Port Everglades, and we're maybe 30 to 35 minutes from Port Miami. So you have a little bit of everything. And if you want to go shopping, we're right across from Aventura Mall. One of the nicest things about Sunny Isles Beach is all of our hotels are ocean front, except for maybe one. So you can have a view of the ocean or a view of the intercoastal. We're also very family oriented. So, and we're small. We're only 2.5 miles big, but we're very green. We have beautiful parks. We even have 2 dog parks. We have a soccer park. We do concerts out on the park in our big Gateway Park. So we have a little bit of everything for the entire family, okay? Some of our hotel partners in Sunny Isles Beach, starting, and I'm gonna go through all the hotels quickly, but I want you to know about Aquilina. Aquilina is the only 5-star, 5-diamond hotel in Miami-Dade County. And I think I just fibbed. The St. Regis is also a 5-star, 5-diamond. The 2 hotels are in the northern part of the city. The Residence Inn is across the street from the water, but you'll see pictures where you can actually see the ocean from their pool. We have the DoubleTree, the Soleil Miami, Serena, which is in Aventura, the Marco Polo, the Sunny that has just changed their name. They used to be the Newport Resort, which everybody knows, and it's now the Sunny. And I want to apologize. I have my little dog not behaving in the background. Also, the Hilton Aventura, new hotel. It's about 3-4 years old, beautiful. And it's in Aventura, literally across from Aventura Mall. Marenas is another beautiful boutique hotel right on the beach. And then we have the Trump International. Okay, so we're going to go into the hotels right now. This is the Aquilina, the 5-star, 5-diamond. You can go. And this is this a beautiful hotel? It has 3 pools. All the rooms are condo hotels, and just absolutely stunning. Like I said, 4-star, 5-diamond. So for your luxury clients, this is one of the nicest hotels in Sunny Isles Beach. They have wonderful restaurants, as Deborah mentioned. We just finished restaurant month, and all of the restaurants and Aquilina were part of restaurant month. Molino, I can never say this, Kiyu, which is a beautiful Japanese restaurant, and Ara, which is a brand new Greek restaurant. Okay, and this is their spa, one of the 5-star spas in Miami. For spa month is July and August. So please, you have July and August for spa month, and then you have restaurant month, which is August and September. Best time to be in Miami to really relax, enjoy some good food and some good wine. DoubleTree. DoubleTree was one of the first condo hotels in Sunny Isles Beach. It's doing very well. They're just finished renovating wonderful hotel rooms. You have there, it's a condo, so you have a full apartment. And this is their lobby area. They've just renovated it. One of the things I forgot to mention is we do amazing weddings in Sunny Isles Beach. So if you have clients that want to do a destination wedding, please think about Sunny Isles. It's one-stop shop. Each hotel does lovely, lovely weddings, and they will take care of everything for you. All the hotels, like I said, they're all oceanfront, and every single hotel has a different backyard. And this is the backyard for the DoubleTree. Just imagine you're at the pool, just relaxing and enjoying a few cocktails, and look at that view. Marenas, another beautiful little boutique hotel. And again, we're all close to Port Everglades, Port Miami, the airports. Marenas is a wonderful condo hotel. Marenas, the only thing about them is that they all have king rooms. They do not have double rooms. However, all the rooms, all the guest rooms have a sofa bed. So it's good for families. And this is their backyard. They have a wonderful restaurant. Look at how beautiful that view is. And they have Marenas, I'm very proud of them. They have a great deal of activities on the beach, not just water activities, but they have other activities that you can, even bike riding. So Marenas is a wonderful property if you have not seen it as of yet or experienced it. And this is their backyard. There's their bikes. Sunny. The Sunny, as I mentioned before, used to be the Newport Beachside Resort. They have changed their name. They have been doing some incredible renovations. So you will not recognize it if you have not been in a very long time. And this is our pier. I can't remember if I actually have an image of an event that we did with a full moon for a corporate group on the end of the pier, and it was just stunning, absolutely stunning. So just things to think about. We're very creative, and it doesn't have to be a corporate event. You can even do a wedding there, reception, or a ceremony, whatever it is that you would like to do. And there it is. That is the corporate event that we did. Unfortunately, that's a day image, but the night was even better, and there was a full moon. It was a beautiful event. Unfortunately, you don't have pictures of the new rooms, but as soon as we have them, they will be on our website so that you can see them. And here is the Sunny. Their pool area has been totally remodeled. There is the lobby, all brand new, and this is their beach area with the restaurant. So, you know, there's plenty of restaurants in Sunny Isles. So if you want to go to the restaurant there, you can sit outside, look at the beach, just have a wonderful time. The Marco Polo, another one of our original classic hotels in Sunny Isles Beach. They have also gone through some renovations. The pool has been totally renovated, and it's a great, not bargain, but it's a low-end hotel. And, you know, not everybody can afford to spend $500 and $600 a night or more in a hotel. And the Marco Polo is very reasonably priced. And this is their pool area that they've renovated, and some of the hotel rooms that have also been renovated. And this is their event center. They also have a theater. So, you know, they do a lot of shows there. And this is a Residence Inn. The Residence Inn is literally across the street from the Aquilina. And you can also see, it's a new hotel. It's maybe 5-6 years old. And I'll show you the rooms now. Look at this, with views of the ocean. And again, you're looking at full condo with kitchen, dishwashers, washer, dryer, anything that you need to stay for a long stay, or just overnight, pre and post cruise. And this is their pool area, infinity pool overlooking the ocean. And like I said, right across from the Aquilina. And this Residence Inn also offers breakfast, lunch, dinner, and cocktails. So you can have cocktails during the day. They have beautiful happy hour in the evening. And what else can you ask for? Soleil Miami is a Noble House product. Another amazing hotel. You know, like I said, I'm very proud of all the hotels in Sunny Isles Beach. Again, all condo hotels. And they do have rooms with double beds, and they also have connecting rooms, and they have king size condo rooms, guest rooms. And they're a little smaller, so this is the back of their hotels. And you can see the rooms there. And they're doing a few upgrades that I will post on our website so that you can see. But it's no matter where you stay in Sunny Isles, your client or the travel advisors will be very happy. And Baleen is one of my favorite restaurants. The food, Mediterranean, really delicious, overlooking the ocean. It's wonderful. The Trump International, not to get into any political discussion, but I will say that this particular hotel is not owned by Trump, but they do have the name. So it's still a gorgeous hotel. This is their playground area, which I absolutely love. They also are going to be under renovation. The guest rooms have to be redone. But the service is amazing there. They really treat clients very well. And I don't have any complaints about this hotel. This is their spa. They have the spa, they have a gym, and their spa is really very beautiful. And they have any kind of, oh my God, I'm losing it. Any kind of treatments that you might need. The Hilton is brand new. It's maybe 30 years old. And this is in Aventura. This is their pool on the 7th floor. It's an absolutely gorgeous hotel. And they're across from Aventura Mall. And I know that Deborah did talk about the Brightline. Again, Sunny Isles Beach is 5 minutes away from Brightline. And if you're in at the Hilton, you're only 3 minutes away from the Brightline. So we're very close to all kinds of transportation in Sunny Isles and in Aventura. One of the things I like about the Hilton is that the Hilton rooms are oversized. They're very big. There's not condo, however, they're very spacious. And the guests love them. And this is their bar area. Their restaurant is it's Spanish Peruvian, their restaurant, which is absolutely delicious. Serena is also a brand new hotel, about maybe 3-4 years old. It's a small boutique hotel, and it's located by the Aventura Hospital. So this particular hotel, we do a lot of medical tourism. And again, it's right across from Aventura Mall for shopping. And this is Serena. This is their restaurant. They do wonderful happy hour paella at their lounge. It's really very nice. And Aventura Mall, if you haven't been in Aventura Mall lately, please go and experience it. They have amazing stores. And on top of that, they have a lot of artwork now at the mall. And they're still building. Every time I go, I don't recognize it or I see something new. So, and I don't know if you know this, but Aventura Mall is in the top 10 of the largest malls in the US. So I've said a lot, I've spoken a lot about the reasons why you should come to Sunny Isles Beach, and you will see these reasons on our website. One of the things I did not mention is all of those wonderful events that Deborah talked about at Hard Rock Stadium. Aventura and Sunny Isles Beach are the closest hotels to all of these events. So you can have a beach vacation and still go and enjoy the events over at Hard Rock Cafe. Again, we talked about shopping, wonderful family destination. Oh, we also have Haulover Park. Haulover Park is, I call it like a little forest in the middle of the city. They have campgrounds, they have canoeing, they have mountain biking, they have all kinds of things. And you'd never know that you're in the city in this little park. So it's something that you should definitely check out. And please visit us. Our website is sunnyislesbeachmiami.com. And here is all my information. I really enjoyed speaking to all of you. Please feel free to send me an email if you have any questions, if you have a special client coming to Sunny Isles Beach and they want something special, please let me know. Also, we also have our Sunny Isles Beach Specialist Program. So please look into that and learn more about Sunny Isles Beach, because I know I spoke a lot and there's a lot more for you to know about Sunny Isles Beach. Thank you so much.
And hi, everyone. Susan, I know we were going to leave the questions until after my brief presentation, but I'm wondering if you can check for us and we can do some of the questions. And I don't necessarily need to present. I would just like to make an announcement once we finish with the questions for IBIS.
Ooh, okay.
Please stay on the line. Do not go.
Okay, so there is a couple here. So I'm over here on Facebook. Do any, Arlene in Newfoundland, hello Arlene. Do any hotels offer shuttles to Fort Lauderdale or Miami Pier? Or would they need to do an Uber, Brightline, or rent a car?
All of the above. Because unfortunately, none of the hotels actually have a shuttle bus that will take you. However, if you go to their concierge, they will set something up for you, or you can take an Uber.
Okay, great. Okay, I think that's it for Facebook. Over here on Zoom, Joy is wanting to get some group bookings going. So in general, how many people are considered group rooms? Do you guys have any special offers for groups?
It's 10 rooms to make a group. And if you have a request, if you go on the website, there is a link there for groups. You can put down all your information. I get that email directly, and then I send it out to all the hotels and they will get back to you.
Okay, awesome. Someone on Facebook said, thanks, Ibis, for the hotel updates. They love it.
Oh, good.
Okay. Joy's asking, how far in advance should everyone be booking? Which makes a good question, because I know there's different times of years where it's hotter in terms of not even temperature, just like people want to go, different times of year that's more popular.
Well, as Deborah mentioned, from December to February, even April, May, Miami, Greater Miami is very busy. However, the way things are working right now, we have a lot of last minute bookings. So you can do that, or especially in January, February, book as soon as you can, because that's when we're busy. So if you want to get good rates, and that would be, as soon as you have those dates, try to book it.
Okay. Carmelina says, are there shuttle buses to and from the airport hotels?
To my hotels, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. Great destination. Thanks for the information. On Facebook, they said, I learned a lot about Sunny Isles and we certainly recommending this.
Yay. Thank you. I'm so happy.
It's important to say the good stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think those are the questions, Miss Leanne.
Oh my goodness, that was such a wonderful presentation, Ibis, and of course, Deborah, who had to leave us. Fantastic presentations from both of the ladies. And I have a question for the spoiled agents listening in. I mean, who has not been and would love to go, who would love to promote to their clients? Just really, really great destinations all around, not only for pre-post cruise, but for extended vacations, right? Just your own vacation to go and explore the area. So everyone that's still on, and I can see that a lot of you have stayed on, scoot in a little bit. We have a secret to share. We have a fam. We
Everyone hear that?
have a fam coming up. Hey, Ibis, isn't
Yes,
it
we
exciting?
do, and we have rooms at Morena's, and we're gonna do some fun things at Aventura Mall. So yes, we can't wait.
So
You're
show us some love
Facebook.
there if you would like to come along. Some of the details. Now, my email, I know that Susan posted it. It is also on the Spoiled Agent webpage, the dedicated Visit Florida page. You will also receive an email from me on Thursday, but if you're really eager and excited, and if you're available, November 1st is when we depart. November 7 is when we come back. The gateways that we are leaving from: Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal to Miami International Airport. It is a very small group fam. We will be taking 8 full-time travel agents with us. So we are looking for those that maybe specialize in your cruise bookings, because we are going to focus on pre and post cruise highlights. Not only what Ibis and Deborah spoke about, but also Paul from Visit Lauderdale, so the greater Lauderdale area. We're going to do a 2-night stop and visit the Lauderdale area as well. So super fantastic fam. Please, again, reach out to me directly. My email, leanne@voxinternational.com, or watch for my email on Thursday and I'll send more information then. And I do realize, I quickly saw a few comments that a lot of people have commitments. I know, I get it. There are so many events and FAMs and things going on. It's really difficult. But if you can't join us this time, even shoot me a note just saying, hey, I'm really interested. This is something that I'd love to do in the future with you.
Okay. Wow. Wow. You had Zoom and Facebook blew up there, Leanne. You should see. Wow. Like someone, Arlene saying, I've been selling Florida for 35 years and I've never done a FAM. That's
Oh,
on
wow.
Facebook.
Oh no, we have to fix that.
Yes.
That's for sure. That's a great opportunity. Okay. Amazing. Everyone's really, really, really excited. There's so much here to read for sure. I do just want to mention to Claudette, no worries. This has actually been recorded, of course, as we record everything we do. And later on today, we're going to load it up onto Leanne's page on thespoiledagent.com. And you just go to there and find tourist boards and you go to Visit Florida and it'll be there along with all the other ones Leanne's have done as well. So if you need to refer back or see something, they're there for you too. My goodness. Okay, everyone, they want to go. They really want to go. Really cool
So happy to
opportunity.
hear that.
Wow. Informative. Thanks, guys, so much. They just can't wait to get there. So a few times I've added Leanne's contact information in the chat on Zoom and in the comments on Facebook. So I think we can leave that there because that is the best way to end this, I think. Great job, ladies. Amazing, amazing partnership. But also, Leanne, I know you mentioned the FAM, but don't forget, you still have an awesome prize you're going to be giving away to one lucky spoiled agent.
Exactly. I will reach out to that lucky agent. I'll do a draw on the wheel of names. Once you send them through to me, I'll plug them all in there and I will reach out to that lucky agent to spend a $100 gift certificate. That will be tomorrow. Yes, can't wait to see everybody's emails about the FAM. Ibis, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for
Susan, thank
having
you.
me. Sue, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. What a great day. I feel like this was such great energy between everyone. So amazing. Thank you, Spoiled Agents, for joining us over again, either your lunch or your coffee break. Leanne, Ibis, and of course, Deborah, who also had to go run a FAM. So amazing. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you all again. And if you get something from Leanne an email, that means you've won the $100. So we'll give her some time to pick those names and get out that. And of course, the follow-up email. So thanks, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you
everybody.
for having us.
Good
Thank you,
times, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Have a great one. Bye for now.